Welcome into Piedmont Lions baseball on a very special Saturday afternoon here at Loudermilk. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to take a few moments to recognize two of the most decorated student athletes in Piedmont baseball history. Today, we will also make history as number 26 will become the first retired number in Piedmont baseball program. Brady and Carter Ballstadt combined to hold 35 records at the end of their collegiate careers with the Lions. From 2016 to 2023, a Ballstadt started in every game in center field, over 300 consecutive games. Both were three-time All-Conference honorees, three-time All-Region selections, and an ABCA All-American. Not only successful on the field, they both earned COSIDA Academic All-American honors in their time as well. Our first honoree wearing the Piedmont uniform from 2016 to 2019, Brady Ballstadt. Brady currently holds a total 8 career records for the Lions, including total games played, games started at 166. Impressively, he leads the record book in hits, doubles, runs scored, and runs batted in, as well as total bases. In 2018 season, Brady set the single-season record with 73 hits as he topped out over 60 hits 3 times in his 4 seasons, leaving Piedmont with a .363 batting average over a program-high 655 at-bats. Brady was a 2-time All-Star USA South Player of the Year in 2018 and 2019. He would ABCA All-Region and D3Baseball.com All-Region selection from each year from 2017 to 2019 and named the D3Baseball.com Region Player of the Year in 2018. He earned ABCA All-American honors in 2018 and was a preseason D3Baseball.com All-American in 2018. He earned Perfect Game Midseason National Player of the Year in 2019 and helped the Lions to a 19-3 mark in conference play that season and the 2019 USA South Regular Season Championship. Wearing number 26 from 2016 to 2019, let's hear it for Brady Ballstadt. And taking up his number 26 in his sophomore season, following Brady's departure, Carter Ballstadt. Carter left Piedmont holding 5 career records, including home runs with 21 and saves with 22. He also posted the best stolen base percentage and most strikeouts per 9. He totaled 8 single-game records and 14 single-season records, including home runs with 12 in 2022. He also totaled 56 RBI in 2022 in his senior season, while scoring 53 runs as a graduate student, both single-game and single records. In 2023, he was a perfect 18 for 18 on stolen bases and did not commit a single error in the field. He was a 2021 ABCA National Gold Glove selection as one of 3 outfielders across Division III, becoming Piedmont's second honoree to receive the distinction. He was a 3-time ABCA All-Region selection from 2021 to 2023, earning All-Region Defensive Team honors in 2023 and twice earned D3Baseball.com All-Region honors. He earned ABCA All-American status in 2022 after earning D3Baseball.com All-American honors in 2021. In 2023, Ballstadt helped the Lions to the inaugural CCS Championship, pitching the final inning in the win over Maryville to seal the championship and earned his then program best 22nd save of his career. Fans, one more time at Loudermilk Field, let's hear it for Carter Ballstadt. At this time, please direct your attention to the center field wall for a special presentation. Forever immortalized on the wall, the number 26 has now been retired within the Piedmont baseball program. Fans, one more time, Brady and Carter Ballstadt. Fans, stick with us as we'll be back in just a few minutes for the starting lineup for today's matchup between the Asbury Eagles and your Piedmont Lions. Let's play ball as Peyton Irvin is going to be on the bump for the Lions. Told you the numbers once before. We'll do it again. 3.08 ERA, 1-1 coming into this appearance in 26 and a third innings pitch. He'll be facing off this lineup for the Asbury Eagles. Billington, Beeman, and McNulty will be that starting three, followed by Dougal, McNaughton, Hayden, and Nobles. Bunfill and Weaver will be that bottom third of the lineup. Irvin, a graduate student, a local product out of Habersham High. Earned some awards in his time here at Piedmont. A USA South All-Academic Team in 22 and USA South Rookie Pitcher of the Week in 2020. Graduated last May with a degree in business management, and he's pursuing his master's here at Piedmont. Again, Asbury coming into the year looking for some cleanup duty. They're 0-7, and you got to be thinking, if you're them, you find one eventually. They started off the year getting swept by, or it didn't start off the year rather, but did get swept by Huntington. They got swept by LaGrange as well. So 0-7 after the loss last night, 6-12. The Lions thumped them. Strolling to the plate is the center fielder, Andrew Billington. Irvin takes a stroll behind the mound before beginning the climb. Now touches the rosin as he kicks the dirt off his cleats. Steps on the rubber. Gets the sign from Nelson. Raises the brown glove high. Turn, kicks, fires, and we are underway with a strike. .12:57, the time of first pitch as Billington swings through a second one, putting him down to the hold. 0-2. .02 coming on the ground over to Ryan on a couple bounces. First baseman will take it himself, and that is how the first out of this afternoon of doubleheader baseball is recorded. So I'll bring up Andrew Beeman. Good time to tell you about the Lions defense from around the diamond. Start from left to right. It'll be Carlson, Osmond, Connolly, and Ryan, as I mentioned. And then left to right in the outfield, it'll be Funk, Ellis, and Kate. Of course, in harness with Irvin is Tyler Nelson. Beeman takes a first pitch strike from Peyton Irvin. Strike two, as Beeman now quickly down. And Irvin has thrown 5 pitches, and all 5 of them have been for strikes. Setting up outside is Nelson. The 0-2 pitch. Just touch outside. That might have been my fault. That might have been a little bit of a commentator curse, folks. We're getting it out of the way early. So 1-2 pitch offering is what will be dealt. And a big swing and a miss. He got him. First K of the day, 28th of the season for Peyton Irvin. That'll send up Josh McNulty. First pitch of the sequence is fouled off the leg of McNulty. He's going to feel that one in a minute, but right now he's down 0-1. McNulty out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Found his way to Kentucky. Irvin takes the deep breath, fans the glove, kicks and fires, and this one again, a chop shot over to Ryan, plays to his left, has to fire to Irvin, covering, and it's a 1-2-3, top of the first inning for Peyton Irvin and the Lions. Things you love to see, that right there. We're going to throw it to the bottom half of the first where the Lions look to break the seal early. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. It'll be Cody Funk, Ben Connolly, and Trace Kate due up for the Lions to lead it off here against the right-handed pitcher out of Franklin, Tennessee, Ryan Yates. Yates on the year, an 8.69 ERA in 19 2/3 innings pitched. So Asbury going to be looking for him to go some length today as this first pitch misses outside to Funk. Lions in their gold jerseys as Funk swings right on top of that one, making it an even count. Lions stretched across the chest in pretty script in green. Green numbering on the back and green bands on the arms, two of them. Asbury on their other hand in their alternate blacks. They were in their purples yesterday. I like the purples. Not so much a fan of these jerseys right here as they have the AU in very faded font across the stomach of the jersey. 2-1 is sent foul. And they got Asbury in white text across the chest. And I can't tell from up here, but I would assume maybe some purple banding on the arms along with some white stripes. 2-2 on the way. Big curveball is fouled off from Cody Funk, and already you can see what type of mix that Yates is going to be working with. That delivery, that over-the-top delivery, allows him to have that big looping curveball. Lions will have a good look at it the first time through. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Cody Funk. He tried to take that one all the way to left field and comes up empty, and that'll send up Ben Connolly, the team leader in batting average. Connolly, a .395 average. As that misses upstairs. This one on the ground over to the shortstop Weaver. He fires across to McNaughton, and there are quickly two away here for the Lions. For Trace Kate takes his first cut. Tell you about the defensive alignment here for these Eagles. Bunfill, Weaver, Duggle, McNaughton left to right on the infield, along with Beeman behind the plate, and Nobles, Billington, and McNulty left to right in the outfield. Trace leading the squad in slugging percentage for these Lions as this first dart from Yates misses well outside. Strike. as it paints the outer half, 1-1 to Kate. Good showing here this afternoon as the crowd still continues to file in. Good showing from Asbury as well as this one's cranked to center field on a good line and a good ranging grab by Billington as he covers a lot of ground to get it. Trace Kate struck it well but comes up empty, and the Lions are down 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the first inning. We'll send it to the top half. Caden Duggle will be due up for Asbury. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. He hit the crap out of that thing. Good miss. Second baseman Caden Douglas due up here. Quick first inning for both pitchers. Being corrected now, it's Dougal. Sorry about that for the Asbury folks at home. Those are purple bands around there. See, I got a good eye. Purple bands around the arm for Asbury as Irvin's first pitch is a strike to Dougal. A 1 on the way and a ball outside. One pitch smoked up the middle on a line. Connolly unable to range over and grab it.
Now at number 16, Trevor McNaughton.
Foul tipped into the mitt for strike number 1 to Trevor McNaughton. So a good 0-1 here from Irvin. See, kicks and fires. It's another bunt and another one he squared around. That's the second strike. So McNaughton out of bunt attempts here unless he wants to get really gutsy. Runner over at first. Irvin kicks and fires, and it's bounced up there. Nelson able to keep in front of him and cause some hesitation for Dougal. So he'll stay put over at first base. Irvin quickly step off and back in. Standing is Dougal. Good pickoff maneuver there from the righty. Irvin will try it again. 1-2 offering on the way from the righty, but first we'll have to wait as another pickoff attempt is fired over to first. McNaughton, a left-handed batter, awaits the pitch from the righty. Big swing and a miss right over the top of it. Second strikeout of the game for Irvin.
Number 47, Bryce Hayden.
Here's Bryce Hayden, the designated hitter for the Eagles. Popped up, out of play. Saw some folks reaching for the sky, see if they can catch that one. Luckily, there's a roof overhead here at Loudermilk. I don't know if you can bring that one down. If you do, it might come down with a little bit of gravity against you. Strike fired in, so again 0-2 for Irvin. So he continues to fire well. First a throw over. Back in with a dive here is Dougal, who's had to be very cautious over there as he's bounced back and forth and back and forth. Oh-2 on the way from Irvin. This one fouled off. Good job by Hayden to put barrel on that one, keep himself alive. Inning led off with a rip single by Caden Dougal. And a strikeout of McNaughton just moments ago, and now Bryce Hayden fighting for his life. Irvin settles at the belt. Dougal gets his lead at first. And just a bit outside. It was a good frame attempt there by Nelson, but just could not get it inching any closer. So a good out pitch there. No dice, says Hayden. Hayden waves a blue bat behind a black helmet as he watches this one outside again. So a couple of tough customers here for Irvin to contend with, and McNaughton and Hayden. They put up some decent at-bats, found off some good pitches, and given Quinn Nobles, who stands on deck, a lot of time to look at some pitches. 2-2. Off the hands and bounced foul. That would have been dangerous over there. Carl Carlson probably could have just gotten one out of that one. He'll throw that ball away. Might have split a seam on there. It's almost a completely different lineup for Asbury. This was their lineup last night. Burns, Beeman, McNulty, Robeson, Billington, Weaver, Hare, Ackridge, Yates, and Devine. So Yates started last night. As this one's popped up again, out of play. Oh! What did that hit? That sounded like a smack. Might have landed tough on the bricks. On top of our concession stand, perhaps. Left-handed batter again doing battle here with Irvin. Long AB. Just misses outside. Great pitch by Irvin. Not rewarded with the effort by the home plate umpire. As they'll have to set it up and do it again here now in a full count. So hopeful payoff pitch on the way from Peyton. First a pickoff maneuver. Back in standing is Dougal. Battle of attrition between the two squads right now. First inning went by fast. The second one dragging a little bit. No thanks to Hayden. Another pickoff maneuver. Dougal back in standing. Irvin just doing everything he can to try to preserve the hope of a double play should it still be there after this at-bat. 3-2. Dougal's going. This one scorched down the line, a foul ball. Left Hayden thinking fastball, and he was all over it, but just a touch ahead. Three-two pitch. Bounced up there. It'll be ball 4. Long battle won by Bryce Hayden. That brings up Quinn Nobles now with 2 on and 1 away. So interesting spot in here. Payton's throwing a lot of bullets in this inning. Let's see if Nobles is aggressive early and he can chop on over to Jack at first. High and away. Ball 1. One-0. Outside. 2-0. So Irvin, whose command was superb in the first inning, has wavered here in the second as he finds himself in a little bit of trouble. Asbury threatening early. Lions trying to hold them off the board as the sun begins to peek through on the left side of the field. This one popped up. Infield playable. Settling under it is Carlson as he'll call off Osmond to make the grab. I think folks kind of held their breath there as there was a trio of players possibly about to collide. Irvin got out of the way, but Osmond and Carlson were still searching for that ball. And I'm sure it's hard to see in the sky as it is now. Of course, the sky you can see on your screen is a little bit overcast, so trying to pull a white pearl out of a sea of stretched out cotton in the air, I'm sure is difficult. Here comes the pitch from Irvin, and it dances on the inner half. First pitch strike to Ryder Bunful. Next one just a touch inside, so now it'll even up the count. Ryder Bunful, native of Dallas, Texas. So he comes from the Longhorn State all the way over. Even count pitch coming. 2 on, 2 away, and a big swing and a miss. So Irvin, after a rocky couple batters in the tough part of this inning, now finds himself a strike away from putting it to bed. 1-2 pitch coming from the righty. Got him swinging, strike 3. Good job by Payton to escape out of a little bit of danger, and he will send the Lions to the bottom half of the second inning. Still scoreless here at Loudermilk. Lions looking to change that. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Carter Few's going to lead it off here for the Lions in the bottom half of the second inning. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Piedmont facing off against Ryan Yates, who got a strikeout, ground out, and a big line out from Trace Kate. Man, that looked like it was going to split the gap and might be triples. Big breaking pitch fired in over the top by Yates. 0-1. Chopper over to the first baseman McNaughton. He'll take it himself. Unassisted 3, and there's one away.
Number 6,
Jack Ryan, the first baseman for the Lions. First pitch ball from Yates. 67 degrees and cloudy here at the ballpark in Demarest this afternoon. First of 2 games. Fortunately, no audio for the second game, folks. Not at the point where I can quit my day job just yet, as that one's fired in for a strike. 2 balls and a strike now. Good job by Ryan to try to take all the way here, see if he can get the first man on base for Piedmont. This when he comes untwirled there with a swinging strike. Two. This one launched to left field. Going back is Nobles. Nobles still back. Jack Ryan goes yard. He does get the first base runner for the Lions, and he'll quickly get off the bases because he's heading home as the Lions take the first lead today.
number 0, Cole Ellis.
Cole Ellis next up. Man, didn't think that Ryan got all of that one. Looked like it was a little bit in on his hands, but did he cork it well to left? Strike called, so now making an even count here for Ellis. Fouled off. Ellis coming into this game, a .290 batting average, the .419 OBP. Due to the performance of Funk and Connolly, Ellis, who's usually at the top of this lineup, now finds a new home in the middle of it. I'm sure he's thinking, as long as the runs are coming in, you can put me wherever you want to, Coach. Here comes the 2-2 pitch on the way from Yates, and it is going to be on the upper part of the zone. Woo! So at the very tip of the L on the Lions script, Ellis is rung up. Second strikeout for Yates, and that'll bring up Kyle Carlson. Carlson had a good night last night, 4 for 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Also scored a run in that contest. Ben Connolly had 4 RBIs in that performance yesterday evening, as that misses down low. Now quickly 2-0 from Yates. Just missed, ball 3. So Kyle Carlson finds himself in the driver's seat here. Here comes a 3-0 offering. Strike right down the middle. Carlson taking all the way. Tyler Nelson would be next, as he's in the on-deck circle for Piedmont. Carlson looking to extend the inning, see what type of mayhem the Lions can get into. But he'll have to battle a little harder here as he now finds himself in a full count. 3-2. Ripped down the third base line, a foul ball. Shortstop Weaver has to retrieve that one. As it ricocheted off the bullpen fence. It'll be a full count offering again. Yates kicks and fires, and this one's skied in the air. Another foul ball, this time on the right side. And the home plate umpire asking for a couple new balls from the home dugout. This one stroked up the middle. That will fall into the mitt of Billington, as Billington has taken a couple hits away from the Lions with his good work in center field. So the Lions don't strain anybody, but they end the inning with a hard hit ball. And they also got a big solo blast off the bat of Jack Ryan. They lead it going to the top half of the third. 1-0 Piedmont. You're watching Piedmont Lions baseball on YouTube. Nine, 1-2 due up here for the Asbury Eagles, starting off with the shortstop Cam Weaver. Big swing and a miss here from Irvin. Good way to start off this inning. First batter always crucial after your team scores. As that one bounces up there, just fell out of the fingers a little funny. Irvin, wide stance on the first base side of the mound. As he kicks and fires the 1-1, Weaver takes a high breaking pitch for strike number 2. One-two on the way from Irvin. This one on the ground, past a diving Carl Carlson and into left field for a base knock. Over is Funk trying to cut it off quickly, and he will stop Weaver in his tracks from going to second base. But it's another leadoff base hit for the Asbury Eagles.
At the plate number 39, Andrew Billington.
So that'll bring up Andrew Billington. Grounded out to Jack Ryan his first time up. Back in with a dive was Weaver. Might have been a close play, but Ryan unable to hang with the ball. It bounces in and out of his mitt. Back in safely again is Weaver. Irvin playing a close mind to Weaver at first base before this first pitch, and he's still thinking about Weaver over there at first base. Showing bunt here is Billington as they just try to get that runner over. Carlson creeping in on the corner. First pitch, bunt is put down. Coming off the first base side of the mound is Irvin. He'll complete it over to first base, and it's a perfect sacrifice bunt here for the Eagles. So here's Andrew Beeman. Went down swinging his last time up. This one cranked to left center field, but Ellis is settling under it. He makes the grab. Tagging is the runner Weaver. Good throw by Ellis, but it's offline. So here's Josh McNulty now with a runner 90 feet away. McNulty grounded out last time. That ended the first inning. First pitch. That is low and away. Irvin kicks and fires the 1-0. Breaking pitch just misses on the upper end part of the zone. So now quickly 2-0 to the number 3 hole hitter for the Eagles. Try the 2-0 again. Big swing and a miss. McNulty wanted a piece of that one, but he comes up empty. 2 balls and a strike. Eagles threatening for the second inning in a row with a runner in scoring position over at third. Lions lead 1-0 off the bat of Jack Ryan. Hit that home run in the bottom of the second. 2-1 on the way. Big swing and a miss. 2-2. So McNulty showing a tendency to chase the outside half. Let's see what Irvin thinks here on an even count pitch. Two on the way from Irvin. Stays high and tight, so we'll do it with a full count. Three-two. On the ground, Carlson can't handle the hot shot, and Asbury is going to tie the game. McNulty a rip single down the third base line, and it's 1-1. So that first base runner of the inning comes back to haunt the Lions. That leadoff single. That misses or hits the outside half, excuse me. It was some good ABC baseball presented there by Asbury. They got Weaver on. They sacrificed, bunted him over. Then he moved to third on a fly out. That one dances on the inner half. Runner at first. Caden Dougal Base hit last time he was up. That was to lead off the second inning. Back in with a dive. A little bit of a closer play than expected there is McNulty. One high. That one fouled off at the plate. Now Dougal down to his final strike here. Irvin looking to put him away. He's been in the spot before. But these Eagles, they've shown a tendency to have a pretty good idea of the strike zone. They're not going to chase too wildly. Two-two pitch. Chopper out to Osmond. Osmond goes the short way to Connolly, and the sides retire. But not before Asbury strikes back with a run of their own. We're all tied up as we head to the bottom half of the third inning, 1-1. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube.
Number 2, Tyler Nelson.
8-9-1 due up for the Lions. They want to get that run right on back. Get Peyton Irvin back in good standing. Nelson coming in looking for any way to get right. A 206 batting average for the Lions backstop. 386 OBP though, so that is climbing. He's taking his walks. The hits will come as he takes the first pitch strike here from Ryan Yates, who hasn't looked too shabby in 2 innings pitched for Asbury. Not as shabby as that ERA may indicate, as this one's fouled away. Some activity is down in the Asbury bullpen, but nothing more beyond some light stretching. High and away, ball 2. So a 2-2 count for number 2, Tyler Nelson. This one on the ground. Up with it is Bunfill, and he'll fire across the diamond to McNaughton. There's one away. Tucker Osmond stands in. The freshman getting a little thrown to the wolves and the batter's box. Osmond is batting a 167 clip, but as long as he's playing good defense over there at shortstop, I'm sure Coach Justin Scally doesn't mind too much. As that one misses there from Yates, that'll make it a 2-0 count. So good chance to see something he likes here for Tucker. Osmond will send this one into center field, but right in line with Billington. Did he hang on to it? Yeah, he did. Billington multiple times has just been right in front of a Lions ball that's been teed off on. That's the third L8 I have written down in my book. So I'll bring up Cody Funk, went down swinging his last time up, which was to lead off the Lions half of the ball game. Yates hasn't looked too bad, as I said at the top of the inning. Been able to navigate at least one trip through this Lions order. He'll begin his second trip right now. I'll wonder how long he'll go. Obviously a doubleheader today, so both coaches are going to try to navigate their bullpen with a little bit of caution. Especially since we are still in the early stages of this one. This one on the ground, in and out of the mitt of a diving Bunfill. Cody Funk's going to get there. You can't catch the speedy Funk as he is in at first with infield single. 2-out base knock will bring up Ben Connolly. Back in at first with a dive is Funk, not going anywhere. And they caught Funk leaning. Now Funk in between first and second, trying to find his way out, slipping on the dirt. Ball still being thrown between, trying to cause a little bit of havoc. Funk still running and went back too early, as there to catch him up with the tag was the catcher Beeman. So Lions set aside on a caught stealing by Funk. We'll throw it to the top half of the fourth inning. Still a tied ball game here at Loudermilk. You're watching Piedmont Lions baseball on YouTube.
Number 16, Trevor McNaughton.
Trevor McNaughton stands in. Naughton went down on strikes his last time up. We're through 3 in about 44 minutes here at Loudermilk. That's not too bad of a pace. First pitch on the way from Irvin is just a bit low. Irvin allowed a couple base hits last inning, led to the first run for Asbury. On the other end of the ball, Ryan Yates been pretty dang good. The only 2 hits he's allowed, one being the homer by Jack Ryan, and the other being an infield single by Cody Funk. So just 2 knocks to 3. Strike fired in by Irvin, now 2-1. McNaughton fouls that one to the plate, chops it off of something down there. That'll make it an even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, yeah.
Irvin Looking to secure the first out of this inning. He kicks, he fires, he got him swinging. Got to complete the throw down to first base, and Nelson bounced it up there, but a good job by Jack Ryan to corral that one and place his foot firmly on the bag, as now there is one away. That'll send up the designated hitter, Bryce Hayden. McNaughton now down both times on the swinging K. And Hayden put up one heck of an AB his first time up, and that led to a walk for him, a full count walk, as he worked it from down 1-2 all the way back. Fouled off some really tough pitches and just had a really long AB. First pitch from Irvin misses down and in. You know, there's not too much wind this afternoon, thank goodness, because today is the highest pollen count in Georgia history. That's right, folks, Georgia history. 14,801 was the count today. That's the most since, get you the number here, that's the most since March 20th of 2012, when it was 9,369. It's an all-time record. That comes from the Severe Weather Team on Channel 2. Irvin with a 2-2 count. Got him looking, strike three. Hayden doesn't agree with it, but he's got to turn around and sit back down, as that's his second out by Peyton Irvin. And his fourth strikeout of the day. That'll bring up Quinn Nobles. Now, I took an some allergy medicine before walking down here, and I thought it was working pretty well for a minute, but now I can starting to feel that feeling in the back of your throat when the pollen starts to get to you and start to scratch up a little bit. Beautiful breaking pitch there to get Nobles out in front on the first pitch. So I'm starting to feel a little bit, but I'm going to stay with it as much as I can to not sneeze. 0-1. Ball just a little bit low, looked good coming to the plate, but just touched down a little bit below Noble's knees. 1-1 pitch on the way from Irvin is outside. They appeal down to third base to see if he went around. He did not. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Irvin as he toes back the rubber to get on the hill. Nobles batting .268 on the year for the Eagles, as that misses upstairs.
It's actually the most April article.
461 OBP here for the left fielder. 3-1. Ball 4. So after back-to-back Ks, Irvin walks the third man of the inning and brings up Ryder Bunful. Lions will have Connolly, Kate, and Few in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Irvin's got to get us there first, though, as he fires over. Noble takes a little bit of a hitch in his step to get back over the bag, but he seems okay. He's back in safely, too. Irvin settles and fires back over again. He might want to be careful there. They came dangerously close to not settling into his motion. And again, Noble's just being held tightly there as he's already back into a secondary lead. Irvin not afraid to put the runners and get a little fire underneath him. Fires the first pitch of this sequence as it misses high and tight to Ryder Bunful. Went down swinging his last time up. I was back in the second inning. Wouldn't mind a similar result here from Peyton, as that breaking pitch, a little bit of a wrinkle to it, finds the inner part. Should call that more of a cut fastball.
I like the soccer better. I was left back in soccer.
Runner on first. Irvin hasn't forgot about him as he throws over to him just to make sure that Nobles knows he's thinking about him.
always score on the right back. It was not me.
1-1 pitch. Opposite field. Over is Kate. Still running. Makes a dive as it lands in foul territory. It was an honest effort by Trace Kate, but just came on a little bit too slow as the ball was just tumbling towards the ground at an incredible pace.
I was going one time, right?
It's like some smoke's beginning to fill the stadium. At least someone's out grilling. So that might be why. Well, there's a cloud of haze beginning to drape its way across the infield. Nelson bluffed a snap throw down to first base, but nothing doing for him. So it'll be a 2-2 count with 2 down as Irvin comes set here with the next offering. We'll have to wait on it, though, as Nobles dives back in safely to the first base, bag, pillow, whatever you want to call it. In the major leagues, think the bases are so big they call them the pizza boxes now. 2-2, off the hands again, and yet another foul ball. So Irvin just today has just struggled to find that put-away pitch. He's gotten the 0-2 counts or the 1-2 counts quite quickly, but these batters from Asbury just continue to hang on and stick around. 2-2. Got him looking, strike 3. What a pitch by Irvin as he strikes out the side. Asbury strands a runner, but Peyton Irvin, the star of the inning. We throw it to the bottom half of the fourth where the Lions look to retake the lead. We're all tied up at Loudermilk, 1-1. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Ryan Yates still out there for the Eagles, and still nobody really throwing down there in the bullpen for Asbury. It is, looks like they're throwing the football around, so they're just warming up the shoulder right now. First pitch to Connolly is sent out towards left field. Lazy fly ball for Nobles as he settles underneath it. There's one away.
Number 23, Trace Kate.
Trace Kate lined out to center field his first time up. Man, that was that great grab by Billington, who got on his horse deep into the left center field gap. Strike from Yates is now it's an even count, 1-1.
I hate Duke with a burning passion, so I hope they get destroyed. Stop hating on them. Duke is so unlikable. It's not even funny.
3-1.
I'm so glad Kentucky got Kentucky, North Carolina.
So a good count here for Trace K. Let's see what he's searching for in a 3-1 count. He sends this one high in the air to center field. Drifting over and settling under is Billington again. So he takes another out away from Kate.
I mostly hate you because of the players.
Here's Carter Few, looking to keep the Lions' hopes alive here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. That went in and out of the mitt of Beeman as it's sent back to the backstop. Quickly 2-0 on Carter, who's got a pretty good eye at the plate, who takes a strike now. Carter Few on the year, 11 walks. It's tied for third on the team. This one off the hands. Chop shot over to Bunfell. Bunfell has to make a good throw, and he beats Few by a step. So, Lions turned away here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll send it to the fifth. Still tied up at 1. Good ball game here, Bruin and Demarest. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Irvin will do battle with 9-1-2, which is the same group of troublemakers that gave him fits in the top half of the third inning.
Number 6, Cam Weaver.
Starting off with Cam Weaver. Leadoff single for him last time up. Later came around to score a run. Strike. Bounced up there, and that'll even up the count 1-1. Irvin dancing around the zone again. Home plate umpires tightened up a little bit. Hasn't necessarily been given too much on the edges as he was in the first couple innings, as now Irvin finds himself back behind the count. Now further in the count as that one misses to Weaver. Weaver out of Pee Wee Valley, Kentucky. As he takes a walk here, so both times Irvin unable to contend with the number 9 hole hitter for Asbury, as Weaver's having a pretty good day. I'll bring up Andrew Billington. And we'll see if Asbury tries the same trick they did in the third inning and try to get Weaver over. Billington sacrificed bunted Weaver on his way to second, then a fly out by Beeman got him all the way to third, and he was brought home via a single from Josh McNulty. Doesn't look like he's squaring a bunt as Billington swings right through the first pitch given to him, as it'll be 0-1, Irvin ahead. That one, snap throw over by Irvin and almost got Weaver as the tag was applied to the side, but back in with the front of his hands was the base runner. Squaring a bunt right in front. They're going to try it again, and it's going to work. Irvin completes the throw to get Billington out at first base, but standing at second now with one away is Weaver.
At the plate, number 5, Aaron Beeman.
The same exact stat, or same exact line, nearly, for the Eagles here in the fifth as it was in the third. The only difference being Weaver reached via a single, not a walk. We'll see if Beeman flies out here. One thing's for certain is that he did take a first pitch strike on a dandy of a breaking pitch by Irvin. Peyton steadies the left foot, now kicks and fires. This one cranked to left, but underneath it is Cody Funk as this will turn to a can of corn. We'll see if they try it. They are, but Funk able to rifle the throw in quickly as Weaver back in standing at second. So the plan doesn't work correctly here for Asbury as they'll have to send up Josh McNulty with 2 away and a runner at second. Inside.
Yep, and I was supposed to do it last night.
I'm saying I know
No, I'll try to do it.
1-0 pitch. Stays upstairs again. So now, 2 balls. Irvin, again, hasn't necessarily had the crispest command this afternoon, but has been able to fight his way through, just allowing 1 run through 4 2/3 innings pitched. Let's see if he can turn it into 5 here. All it takes is 1 roll him up, and instead he misses down low. He's in danger of walking McNulty and sending Dougal to the plate. .3-0. Big cut and a miss from McNulty as Irvin looks to fight his way back into this count. .3-1. Chopper up the middle. Over is Osmond. Osmond, strong throw, and he got him. Good play by Tucker Osmond as he ranges to his left behind the second base bag, saves a run, and keeps it tied. We headed to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lions look to wake the bats up. It's 1-1 at Loudermilk. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Halfway home here in Demarest, and strolling to the plate here is Jack Ryan. Last time he and Yates faced off, Ryan went boom to left field, giving the Lions their lone run of the afternoon. First pitch of this at-bat, though, it misses down and away, so now it's 1-0. Ryan swings and puts that one well out of play as it ricochets off the top of the roof here. This long awning over the lower bowl of the stadium. Even count here. Set below the belt is Yates over the top righty, fires high. 2 balls and a strike.
What's the HDMI cord for his laptop? For cell TV, and he watches it in a little area.
This one popped up, way up there, into the outfield grass, and settling under it is Dougal, as he'll bring it out of the sky, 1 away. Here's Cole Ellis.
I've never seen it play.
Misses on the outer half, does that first curveball from Yates. That next one doesn't, though, making it a 1-1 count. Lions, before the game this afternoon, retired the number 26 for the baseball program. That misses. That number worn by Brady and Carter Ballstat, who combined hold 35 records here at Piedmont, or by the end of their collegiate careers, held 35 records. Impressive collegiate careers for both of those young men who left a mark on this college and left a mark on this program. Hard hit and a good handle by Bunful as he'll fire across to McNaughton, and Ellis is put away.
Now number 7, Kyle Carlson.
You gotta be, if you're Asbury, you gotta be delighted with what Yates has given you this afternoon. Again, Yates came in with an 8.69 ERA. He was 0 for 4 on the year, but 19 2/3 innings pitched for him, and now 4 2/3 innings pitched for him later today. He's through this tough Lions lineup just with 1 run. On the other hand, they've had to deal with Peyton Irvin, who's pretty dang good pitcher for the Lions as well. This should end the inning as it's chopped over to Weaver. 6-3 putout, and we're through 5. We're officially in the books, folks. We head it to the top half of the 6th inning, still tied here in Demarest. It's 1-1. You're watching Piedmont Lions baseball on YouTube. through 5 here. It'll be Caden Dougal who leads it off here for the Eagles. Popped up. Foul territory. Ryan's measuring it over there near the netting. Did he hang on to it? He did. Fantabulous play there by Jack Ryan in order to navigate through the netting and bring that one out of the sky. So that'll be 1 away, and that'll bring up Trevor McNaughton. Quickly 2-0 here as Trevor McNaughton stands in. Couple Ks for him as Irvin's had his number so far. And that one dragged across the outer half for strike number 1. McNaughton asked where that was. He got his answer from the home plate umpire. So it was right there. Chopper in between Ryan and Connolly and into right field for a base hit. Seeing eye single for McNaughton. As he's on base for the first time this afternoon, that'll bring up Bryce Hayden, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout.
Now batting number 47, Bryce Hayden.
Hayden, his first time up, long AB that led to a walk. And he takes a strike there and has to take a minute to walk around. Yeah, home plate umpire hasn't been super consistent this afternoon. Runner over at first base. 1 away here for Asbury. This one to right field, right underneath it as Kate now has to get on his horse as he loses everything getting in. He lost a couple of lineup cards, or rather the alignment cards, his hat. He also lost something else out there. I didn't see what it was. But man, Kate looked like he was about to miss a bus running out of deep right field. Here's Nobles, walked last time he was up. Irvin trying to do good and get through 6. Lions bullpen doesn't look like it's too busy right now. Throw over, back in with a dive is McNaughton, who reached on a single this inning. Lions in the bottom half of the 6th will send up 8, 9, and 1. That'll be Nelson, Osmond, and Funk. This one is snagged by Ryan on a line, and the sides are tired. We're going to see that trio pretty soon. To the bottom of the 6th we go, still tied at 1. Again, another great ball game at Loudermilk. Stay with us right here on Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Tyler Nelson is going to lead us off here at the bottom of the sixth, talking about how Tyler's just had some woes at the plate this season. What better way to rectify that here than getting on to start a little bit of a six-inning rally and get the Lions' bats woken up. Haven't had a base runner since the third inning, and that was Cody Funk's infield single, and he was quickly put away as he was caught stealing. This one won't put a runner on, though, unless some trickery happens. But no trickery is afoot as Dougal takes that one out of the air. Here's Tucker Osmond, lined out last time he was up. In fact, the Lions haven't had more than one base runner on at a time this afternoon. First inning, they went 1, 2, 3. In the second, the only base runner, if you want to call it, that was the home run by Jack Ryan. That put them on the board. Third inning, an infield single with 2 away. And since then, nada. Just 2 hits collected by Piedmont and no walks. So not the lineup we're used to seeing, as working quickly here is Yates, and 0-1 is sent out outside. 1-1 to Osmond. Osmond did put it on the screws his first time up, but he sent it right in line with Billington, who's got one heck of a glove out there in the center grass. Big breaking ball again is going to get sent high in the air to Billington, who's been a busy man this afternoon. Back to the top of the lineup here, it's Cody Funk. Strike, fired in, caught the upper half of the zone. Sent foul. So staying alive here is Cody. Cody 1 for 2. A strikeout in his first plate appearance, and again that infield single. He was caught out, hang out to dry with after a good pickoff move from Yates, looking to stay alive here, and he will as that misses upstairs. Beeman liked the location of that one. Was trying to get Funk to climb the staircase. No good. 1-2 pitch on the way. Funk fouls it off. And that one might have went head hunting over there. It's where some fans stand from time to time, right on the concourse. Home plate umpire taking a little bit of time before climbing back behind Beeman and getting set to call this next pitch. 1-2. This one's going to stay in play. Foul territory over, and making the grab is McNaughton. And again, the side is retired. So Lions go down 1, 2, 3 for the third inning in a row. Yates has had their number this afternoon. A good outing for him. But Irvin's dealing on the other end as well, looking to keep it right there. We're heading to the 7th, tied up here in Demarest. Watching Piedmont Lions baseball on YouTube. So it won't be Peyton Irvin for the Lions. Instead, it will be number 10, Averitt Thompson, coming on to make his 10th appearance of the year. The right-hander with a 3.48 earned run average coming out of the bullpen. He's allowed 8 runs overall, but just 4 of those earned for Averitt. And the first pitch from the big righty misses outside. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes now. And for Averitt, that's going to be the thing there. You got to keep him close. He's allowed 4 walks to his 8 strikeouts as he fires in and touches the bottom of the zone. Ryder Bunfill sends this one to right. That's trouble. Cates over. He's going to have to pick it up in the corner. Bunfill is around first, digging for second. It's a leadoff double for the Eagles.
And the number 6, Cam Weaver.
Cam Weaver has been a little bit of a thorn in the side of the Lions this afternoon. As he squares down a bunt, it's a beauty. Averitt's going to have one play. He long tosses over to first. Advancing to third base, though, is Bunfill as the Lions get the first out.
That's number 39, Andrew Billington.
So that's going to draw a mound visit here from Coach Scally as they're just going to talk about how to strategize this next play. Big moment here in this ball game. Asbury threatening to take a lead with 1 away. And the Lions bats just needing to wake up here. Averitt Thompson going to be asked to do a big Herculean effort here as now Asbury takes their strategy meeting, icing Averitt a little bit more. It'll be top of the lineup, Andrew Billington, due up for the Eagles. Billington, couple sacrifice bunts for him as well today. So 3 ground outs, unassisted 3, a 1-3, and another 1-3. Don't know if the Eagles want to try the squeeze here. With 1 away, they might try to drive it to the outfield, which Billington, I would assume, is more than capable of doing. And this one is sent into center field. Asbury's going to take the lead off of an Andrew Billington RBI single. So a rude greeting for Averitt Thompson as his line's gone double, sack bunt, and whipped single. And he's not done yet as he's still being tasked with the top of the lineup. Aaron Beeman stands in, and actually that might be it for Thompson, as I think it is, yeah. Coach Scally's already made the move. Averitt Thompson faces 3 batters and records 1 out. But not before Asbury takes the lead as he'll hand the ball over. We'll talk about the new pitcher for the Lions when we come back. It's 2-1 Eagles in the back half of this ball game. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Jackson Randolph is going to be the man tasked with getting the Lions out of this tricky situation. 3.48 ERA for the righty, a 1-0 record, 18 strikeouts in 10 1/3 innings pitched. So that's why he's turned to here to get some outs at the top of the order. He'll face off against Aaron Beeman to start it off. Throw down to second base, in with a sliding steal is Billington. So again, another runner in scoring position. One-0 pitch on the way from Randolph. Hey now, dusts Beeman off the plate a bit. So he'll try it again here. Righty from the first base side of the rubber and ties up Beeman with a swing as he has to foul it off towards the left side. Suspense growing here at Loudermilk. And a strike fired in by Randolph on the outer edge to even up the count 2-2. This is a big pitch here. You got an insurance run out at second base. You can get the key man of the inning right now. And it alleviates a lot of pressure. Asbury is 0-7 in conference play. They've been swept by LaGrange. They've been swept by Huntington. They lost last night. They're looking to take one of these two games of the doubleheader. High chopper. Carlson over. Has to load up the cannon on the run, and he will. Good play by Kyle Carlson over at third base. There's two away, but the runner advances 90 feet to third. That'll bring up Josh McNulty.
Number 17, Josh McNulty.
First pitch of the sequence from Randolph is a strike, 0-1. That potential third run waiting 90 feet for Asbury. Jackson Randolph looking to get out of the jam. The 0-1, he kicks and fires. It did not go, did McNulty. as he just did a quarter swing there. Good block by Nelson, able to keep the runner at third. Randolph, deep breath, now comes set just below the letters. Righty kicks and fires, 2-1 is low for ball 3. The plot begins to thicken. Caden Dougal on deck. Now that bullpen is getting warm for Asbury as they have the lead and they're looking to lock it down. 3-1 again. Big swing and a miss. 3-2. Randolph settles. Looks into Nelson. Kicks, fires. Just misses low. It'll be a 2-out walk. Puts another runner on. We'll bring up Caden Dougal, who's 1 for 3. First pitch. Strike. Runners are on the corners with 2 away. Eagles have taken the lead, their first of the game. After they tied it up back in the third, runners going. Nelson is going to bluff the throw down while collecting a strike. It's a good play by Nelson as the runner advances. However, a base hit likely scores 2 and puts the Lions deeper in the hole. 1 run's manageable, and here to keep it where it is Randolph. He's a strike away from doing it. He's in a jam. Top of the 7th, 1 in. 2-strike pitch. Randolph misses it low. Good job to smother it by Nelson, even if he couldn't see where it went. Randolph again, right arm dangling, now puts it into a tan and green mitt. Righty settles, kicks, fires, low again, and the deuces go wild. 2 on, 2 down with a 2-2 count. And number 2, Caden Dougal in for the Asbury Eagles. Number 2-1 for the Lions, trying to shut this rally down. Two. On the ground, smoked. Connolly unable to get it. It kicks off his knee. 1 comes home. Here comes another. And Asbury has put up a 3 spot here in the top of the 7th. So Caden Dougal breaks the dam there. 4-1 Asbury, well ahead here in the 7th. Lions in the bottom of the inning will send Connolly, Kate, and Few to the plate. It's a good order. The Lions have been shut out. They've been quiet a lot of this game. 1 run coming in the 2nd inning off the bat of Jack Ryan.
Forecast yesterday, it's scattered.
1-0 on the way. And moving off the plate, throw down by Nelson. Skippo is going to disappear into center field. Right underneath the glove of Osmond. And Asbury continuing to mount the pressure.
There's a low chance
Two 2-1. Fouled right on back to the net. Hadn't seen one of those this afternoon. So 2-2. Once again, Randolph fires, and he gets a big swing and the miss. But not before Asbury takes the lead. They've got a stranglehold in the game as we go to the bottom of the seventh. It's time to stretch it out here at Loudermilk. 4-1 Asbury. Lions looking to wake up in the bottom half of the inning. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Yates back out on the mound as the Lions look to rally here in the bottom of the seventh. Two 2-1. This one smoked. Heads up, Yates. Yates nearly had contact with a baseball going over 100 by a matter of inches. That one had a license plate on it that you couldn't read. And Connolly's on base to start off the bottom half of the seventh. That'll bring up Carter Few.
Set the count, August.
Back in with a dive is Connolly. Fouled off. Yates has been fantastic in this game. Throw over, but Connolly back in with a dive. Wasn't thinking about going. Lions need base runners more than anything right now. They still got some outs to work with, unfortunately. They will continue to dwindle as the lead change comes late. Back again is Connolly and Yates. That one a little bit low. Might be something to watch out for should Yates continue to throw over. On the ground, tailor-made. Weaver over to McNaughton, and it's a double play. So the Lions' hope in the bottom half of the 7th completely snuffed out via the twin killing. I'll bring up Carter Few with the bases empty. Like I said at the top, folks, it's very hard to win both games of a doubleheader. Eagles trying to cruise to a Game 1 victory here. But the Lions, who have a tendency to be active late, still have 7 outs to play with. But got to get there. Got to get there with the game in hand. Just 3 hits for these Lions across 6 innings. Well, I should say 6 2/3. And this one out towards left field. That will lay down for a base hit. It's extras for Few as he's around first. Digging for second. He's going to get the stop sign there. A one that was an inch away from being foul. Carter Few stands out at second. And there goes Jack Ryan to the plate. Ryan with the biggest swing for the Lions today now stands in with an opportunity to cut the lead in half at minimum. Got to find a way to get that guy home. That one, high strike, 0-1. This inning is the first inning the Lions have had more than 1 base hit. Working quickly is Yates. This one out towards right field. Going back is McNulty, and he'll make the grab in the gap, and the side is retired. So Lions strike a couple balls well off of Yates, but Yates completes 7 innings of 1-run ball and scatters 4 hits across. We'll head it to the bottom half, or the top half of the 8th inning as we drive ever closer to 9th inning, folks. Asbury up 4-1. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Jackson Randolph back out there for the Lions here to start off the top half of the 8th inning. Trevor McNaughton, Bryce Hayden, and Quinn Nobles due up here for the Eagles to start off the top of the 8th inning. First pitch from Randolph misses down low for ball 1. A little excuse me check swing in fair territory. Carlson absolutely loads up and fires across. Get a radar gun on that one as there's one away. So I'll send up Bryce Hayden.
Number 42, Quinn Nobles.
Crank to right field. Back is Kate. He's underneath it. And that is 2 away. Sounded great off the bat, but nothing more than a can of corn. They'll send up Quinn Nobles with 2 away. And after a shaky bottom of the 7th inning, it's been smooth sailing here in the 8th for... Excuse me, this is not Quinn Nobles. This is Ryder Bunful. Two 2-0 on Bunful. Randolph takes a deep breath before he kicks and fires and gets the outside corner. 3-1 now after missing 3 straight to the batter Bunful. Ball 4. That'll be a 2-out walk here. That'll bring up Cam Weaver. Final line for Peyton Urban this afternoon. 6 innings of 4-hit, 1-run ball. He scattered 6 strikeouts to go along with 3 walks for Peyton. So not the best outing, not the worst outing. He was able to keep the Lions in the mix of things. Averett Thompson came after him. Unfortunately for Averett, it wasn't his best outing. Just a third of an innings pitch with 2 hits, 2 runs to his name when he exited. 1-0 pitch on the way from the righty. Low. So now you're in that half of the lineup that's just taking pitches for Asbury. Fouled off, so I'll make it 2-1 now. Game slowed down a little bit, though. The past couple innings have been a little long as Asbury has rallied. Lions have tried to rally but have been snuffed out, specifically in that bottom half of the 7th inning. As that one misses from Randolph as the plot thickens more as 3-1. Andrew Billington waits on deck and a single and an RBI for him last time up. That was in the 7th inning. That one's well out of the zone. It'll be another walk here for Randolph, and that goes all the way to the backstop. Thankfully, no one else advances on that one as it's station to station for Asbury. We go back to the top of the lineup. Again, back-to-back 2-out walks.
Number 39, Andrew Billington.
Randolph kicks and fires. This one's sent to center. Ellis is back, still back, and now he settles under it, and the sides are tired. So a little bit of a scare to end the inning. Pair of walks stranded by Asbury. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, Lions looking for some magic. Late, it's 4-1 Asbury. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. It's still going to be Ryan Yates for the Eagles. So face off against Cole Ellis, Kyle Carlson, and Tyler Nelson. We'll see if the approach changes for these Lions. What they've tried over the past 8 innings hasn't necessarily worked. They struck the ball really well in the bottom half of the 7th inning. They just weren't rewarded with much. And here, first pitch swinging over is Weaver. He makes the grab, he makes the throw, and there is one away. Hang a gold star on that one.
Number 7, Kyle Carlson.
Sean Bailey looks like he's grabbed a bat. Looks like he'll get the pads and get the chest protector on and fill in for Tyler Nelson. He's in the on-deck circle. Kyle Carlson takes one upstairs. Fouled off. Center field. Under it is Billington. 2 away. So it is going to be Sean Bailey here walking up to the plate. And Bailey, a newly changed walk-up song. Came up here before the game and changed it to the one you're hearing right now. And he said, I was told to come up here and change my walk-up song. Everyone's like, why? Is there some sort of bad language or anything like it? He said, no. He said, Coach said we needed it today. And Lions need Sean Bailey right now. Let's see if we can get a little 2-out rally started. First pitch he sees from Yates stays upstairs. And that one will touch the zone, so that'll make it 1-1. That big breaking ball drops below the knees. On deck is Tucker Osmond. Or rather, correction. On deck is Cruz Mullenix. This one ripped through the hole, a base hit. So that walk-up song works for Sean Bailey as fresh off the deck. He hits one through. That brings up Cruz.
Also returning for the Lions, number 34, Cruz Mullenix. Returning number 13 is Matt DeWeed.
And it looks like we'll have a pinch runner here for the Lions. It'll be Matt Dupuis stepping in. So Lions get a little bit of speed on board. Cruz Mullenix, regular starter last year, just batting the .176 coming into this year, or coming into this game. First pitch misses outside. Lefty pop. No wind to speak of, pushing out towards right field, but we know there's a little bit of air circulation that just resides above the treetops if you can get it up there. 1-0 on the way. Breaking balls misses upstairs. 2-0. Now single fire action happening in the Asbury bullpen as we're going to have a mound visit. So Yates missing a little bit here, a little bit rocked up, but they don't want him. They don't want him to miss any more. Thus, this, what's the word? Productive beforehand. The meeting before things unravel. I can't think of the word right now, folks. Sorry about that. But 2-0 will be on Cruz Mullenix as this conference at the mound meets. Mullenix waves a bat in the left-handed batter's box. This one's sent opposite field. Over is Nobles, settling under it, makes the grab. And the sides are tired. So Lions press the right buttons. They swing the stick well, but they find the fielder's mitt no matter what. We will head to the top of the 9th inning. Last frame of regular action is 4-1 Asbury. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Jackson Randolph back out there for another inning of work. A couple changes for the Lions to tell you about. Sliding over to the shortstop spot is going to be Connolly. And then checking in over at second base is Jack Gilson and Ben Bodo behind the plate. First pitch on the way from Randolph is outside. Squaring to bunt there was Aaron Beeman. But hey, they say the ball's going to find you. Gilsonen, the new man, entered, gets that one out of the sky, and there's one away. That'll bring up Josh McNulty.
Number 17, Josh McNulty.
March 29th. That's our day right now. And it is also the birthday of Denton Young in baseball history. Born in 1867. Denton Young, more known by his nickname, Cy. Cy Young, born on this day. 1-0 pitch on the way. As that misses inside. Also on this day, for the Braves fans around, 1997, Chipper Jones and Molly's Chocolates announce a Chipper Jones candy bar. Then 24-year-old Chipper Jones was very marketable. Over is Connolly at shortstop, makes the grab and fires across, and there are two away. Caden Dougal takes a long stride to the plate, as despite that first couple of pitches from Randolph in the 7th inning, he's been quite efficient. Had a couple walks last inning with 2 down, but he was able to escape out of danger. Got some help from the defense. He's keeper right here so the bats can stay alive. Good zip on that one as it cuts in on the inner half. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. This one off the hands, left field. This is going to drop down right in front of Cody Funk. Yeah, that one just had too much of a fall for Funk to catch on ball on that one. He was waiting for the parachute to deploy, see if he could catch up to it. Here's Trevor McNaughton. He's got the hat trick today. 3 strikeouts and a single to right field back in the 6th inning. This one into the mid of Gilson as he leaps up easy into the air. Side retired for Asbury. They're done. They look to close out the Lions in the bottom half of the ninth inning, but sometimes that's easier said than done here at Loudermilk. Strap in. We got 3 outs left, folks, as the Lions look to make a little late inning magic as Yates trots out to see if he can finish out a complete game in Game 1 of this doubleheader on Saturday. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. The ideal way you want to try to rally back into this one. 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Lions. Cody Funk, Ben Connolly, and Trace Kate. They'll face off against Ryan Yates, who has solved this Lions lineup for 8 innings. Lions looking to spoil the day. 0-1 is just outside, making it an even count 1-1. Funk 1 for 3 today, infield single in his second plate appearance as he watches that one down low. Lions have been quite aggressive against Yates all afternoon long, but then they've hit the ball very hard. That's why it's so frustrating to look up at the score column and just see 5 hits and 1 run. They've hit the ball hard. They've just ran into some good fielders, but here Funk well ahead. They need base runners. Let's see what he gets on the 3-1. He's going to get on base. And these Lions get real pesky when they're down late. And they started off with a leadoff walk from Cody Funk. We'll see how anxious Funk is feeling on the base paths. 22 for 23 stolen base-wise, and I wonder if that might be the end of the day for Yates. And we're going to see if he can get through it clean. It might just be a conference right now, as yes, it's going to. They've had the bullpen up since about the 5th inning, but nobody has been throwing since the 5th inning. They've had some stretching, some light stretching, some football tossing. They didn't have anybody in catcher gear down there receiving any pitches until about an inning ago. Either way, somebody is warm in the Asbury pen, and home plate umpire just making sure that the Asbury coach knows how many visits he has left. Yates has been in the center of the diamond on cruise control all game long. Cody Funk led this inning off with a walk just now. Ben Connolly, the team leader in batting average, looking to make a ruckus. Again, we'll see if Funk wants to run as Connolly takes a first pitch strike from Yates. Snap throw down, Funk back in standing. Popped up, foul territory, Nobles over into the Lions bullpen. So second strike on Connolly. He's got to be careful here. Yates shakes off a sign, now is in agreement with his catcher. Hands held high, 1-2 pitch, down low. Two-two. Fly ball, left field. Nobles settles under it, and there's one away. Funk bluffed running, but a good strong throw by Nobles keeps him safe there at first base. So here's Trace Kate. Lions trying to do their best to possibly bring the tying run to the plate. You gotta get on here though. Lions need those base runners. Kate takes a strike on the outer edge. Oh, 1 on the way. Now taken low by Kate. Good eye there as he watches a breaking pitch dip below the knees. Wind beginning to pick up a little bit as it blows out towards right center field. Funk on first base. 1-1 pitch outside. 2-1. A little bit of pressure beginning to mount here against Yates. Coach has already told him he's got just a couple more bullets. Throw over, back in with the dive is Funk. I would assume Kate reaches here. The plug's going to get pulled on Yates. Two-one. Big cut and a miss from Trace. Eyes lit up when he saw the breaking pitch at the top of the zone. Didn't measure the break well enough. As he's down to his final strike here. On deck is Carter Few. Double his last time up. 2-2. This one is sent into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. So they do bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Carter Few. And I assume that's going to be the end of the day for Yates, as the motion hasn't been made yet, and there it is. So Yates' day is done. 8 1/3 innings of 1-run ball to this point, but he leaves with 2 runners on base and the tying run coming to the plate. Big time drama here late at Loudermilk. As usual, folks, they're going to give you a show. We'll talk about the new pitcher and the new situation when we come back. You're watching Piedmont Lions Baseball on YouTube. Andrew Gilliam is going to be the man on the mound, number 0 for the Asbury Eagles. Gilliam coming into this appearance, this is going to be his 6th of the year, 6.43 ERA in 7 innings pitched, 3.55 batting average against. So opponents hitting 3.55 against him. With Carter Few at the plate, he is the tying run. First pitch from Gilliam is sent right into the mitt of Bunful. Over to second for one. That's all they're going to get. So a line shot by Few as he tried to ambush. Now the Lions really against the wall here. 2 down with Jack Ryan at the plate. Still the tying run at the plate as the corners are full. First pitch from Gilliam. High. Wow. 1-0 pitch on the way. Big cut and a miss from Jack Ryan as he swings upstairs. Lions always try to rally late here at home. Doing it right now. 1-1 pitch. Ryan watches strike 2 across the edge. So now the Lions down to their final strike here in game 1. Ryan, a home run today. That was way back in the second inning. So he's shown the pop. Ryan waves the bat above his helmet. Gilliam kicks and fires. Ryan watches it outside. As the deuces go wild here at Loudermilk. 2 on, 2 down, 2-2 count. Gilliam kicks, fires. Ryan watches it disappear above and behind his helmet. Here comes the runner home. The Lions chip in a little bit. So now 4-2. And a full count on the way to Jack Ryan. Here it is from Gilliam. The winning runs at the plate. Gonna have a pinch runner here. It's going to be Justin Schaefer tagging in. Jack Ryan get a couple pats on the helmet. Well, good job. Lions looking to keep the carousel going. Cole Ellis more than capable of putting one in the outfield grass. And the first pitch from Gilliam misses outside. Two on, 2 down. 1-0 count on the way. Hey now! Ellis has to dive out of the way. That is not the first time Gilliam has missed upstairs to a right-handed batter. One of those off pitches sent home Cody Funk. (2-0). Popped up, foul territory. Driving over is McNulty, and it's a foul ball. So now 2-1. Ellis, deep breath, and deep breath all around the field as number 0 climbs in. Two-one pitch on the way. And taken for ball 3. Ellis hasn't been on base this afternoon. Kyle Carlson would be next. 3-1 on the way, and that came inside and drilled him. Either way, the bases are going to be loaded. And the biggest at-bat of this ball game now rests in the hands of Kyle Carlson. Gilliam, since coming on, hasn't been sharp, and we're going to have a mound visit. Lions started off this inning with a leadoff walk from Cody Funk. He came around to score on a wild pitch. Ben Connolly flew out to left field, and that's going to be in the day for Gilliam. So Andrew Gilliam's going to be lifted here. They're going to turn to the bullpen again. We'll take a break here as they go. Actually, no, I think we'll stay with you. It'll be Robeson, excuse me. A side armor for Asbury.
Then because vibes are high, when Kyle comes back out, we're just going to do this song again. Because everybody got hyped for it.
302 batting average against Brady Roberson. A 9.53 ERA. This will be his 7th appearance of the year in 11 1/3 innings of work. Absolute silence across the stadium right now as the tension of the moment builds. As continuing his warm-up is Robeson. Game 2 scheduled to go off at 4 p.m. Again, that's part of the reason why they rode Yates for as long as they could, as they don't want to waste the bullpen here in game number 1 when they still got game 2 to play. Asbury 0-7 in the conference, looking to hang on for their first conference win, but they're doing it against these Lions. So here comes Kyle Carlson. On a day where the Lions retired the number of 2 Lions who made so many moments across their collegiate careers, Lions here trying to make a moment on a Saturday afternoon in Demarest. Bases loaded. First pitch to Carlson. Strike. Carlson had a good day yesterday. He saw the ball well. Brady Robeson gets set. The sidewinder fires, and Carlson takes a hack at that one, and the Lions are down to their last strike. Carlson hasn't been setting the world on fire this year. 250 average with 354 slug. Base hit down in the grass is going to score 2 and tie it. 0-2 is way outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off. Carlson staying with it. Ellis at first, Schaefer at second. Over at third base is Carter Few. 1-2, 2-2. On deck is Ben Bodo for the Lions. 2-2. Fouled off again. Carlson putting up a fantastic AB. The thing with these side armors is it may be deceptive, but it's going to be flat. You'll be able to level the bat, the swing plane. 2-2. Comes out of the motion there, does Robeson, and he misses. Three and 2. It's a full count. Big moment. Robeson fires. Carlson drives it right into his mitt, and Robeson collects it and ends game 1. Carlson put it on the screws but he put it right back into the path of Robeson. And the ball game is over. The Lions rally comes up late, and what a way to end it with the same way that they played all game. Every well-struck ball somehow, some way, found a mitt on the other end of it. Final score in game 1, 4-2 as the Lions strand the bases loaded. Kyle Carlson's bid for hero comes up short as Asbury picks up their first win in conference play this year. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning in here in Game 1. Game 2 is slated to get started around 4 p.m. That stream will have no audio, I'm told, so this will be my goodbye to you for this afternoon. It was a good game. We didn't like the ending, but hey, it was fun to get there. So for Danielle Percival, her amazing athletic communications crew, including Joseph Garwood, I'm Eric Evanson signing off for this afternoon of Piedmont Lions Baseball. Make sure you folks stay safe. Make sure you tune in for Game 2. And as always, go Lions.